Tatiana Monet again, and I'm here to talk about like a recap of February. So welcome to my show, Talk to Tot, where we talk about everything under the sun. We keep it real, talking about what's going on. Not really gossip, just, what everybody's going through. You know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for tuning in again. While I'm talking to y'all, I'm going to be making a epoxy resin mold. I did get this from Amazon, and I've made a few trays before, which, maybe you'll see in the next video, or if you look on my Instagram, which is Tatiana Monet, you can look it up. But yes, so I had a lot of things on my mind this month. Not only was it my birthday, I turned 29. I'm very, very happy about it. Nervous though, because this is my last year in my 20s. It's my last hurrah. And I'm not looking forward to 30. A lot of people say, no, you shouldn't feel that way. It's like a light bulb that comes on in your head. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm not hearing that. None of that is registering. I'm scared. I am apprehensive. I mean, I'm living longer, of course, I'm grateful for, but there's certain things that are no longer acceptable when you reach a certain age, or you're no longer in a certain decade anymore. So with 30 comes a different level of responsibility. The mistakes that you make are kind of like, you should have been doing that in your 20s, so it's a way to put things in perspective. So not that I'm not ready for it, I'm just very nervous because, we all have our personal goals, and when we're not there yet, then it's like pressure, But anyway, my birthday was everything. It was everything. I mean, if I can put some videos and pictures in here, like a little montage of what I experienced, a fraction of what I experienced, then I'm more than willing to do that. But hey, it just depends on how my skills are right now, what I'm, in the mood for. But I kind of took a chill this year. I think that was the vibe for a lot of people. Some people really turned up, but I think a lot of people were just like, I just want to do something chill. I want to get together with people who I know I rock with, and we just, go out and do something, or we stay in the house, or a staycation or something. So I decided to have a little kickback. I was going to do like a dinner and something else, with everybody. And I was like, I want to be in the comfort of my own home. I want everybody to take their shoes off, drink, play games, laugh, dance, and that's exactly what we did. And my big neighbor upstairs did not, shake the ceiling like she did last year. No, like she legit shook my chandelier. But hey, if she would have failed, we would have recorded it. Made money off of it. But anyway, so we didn't have to worry about that this year. So yeah, that was fun. And my best friend, who I had not seen in over a year, surprised me for my birthday. I was just like I cried. I cried my little butt off. And for people who are there, they know I'm like practically a sap. The music in the background right now, when these little YouTube commercials turn off, I'm gonna be skipping them throughout. Just FYI, that's how real I am. Okay, I ain't finna be doing all that special editing and all that other good stuff. Y'all know what happens. So anyway, and if a song I don't like, I'm skipping it. But yes, that man surprised me. I mean, legit jumped out in front of my door, and I just broke down crying. I was crying for 3 to 5 minutes straight, and I'm not exaggerating. It was legit 3 to 5 minutes of me just crying, and we were just holding each other on our knees, just hugging. It was awesome. It was so awesome. And then and thank you to everybody who came. I love y'all dearly. It was nothing but love in the room. Nothing but good people. You know who you are. Thank you so much for coming. Because I don't know if y'all want to be named or anything like that. But all y'all who came, I felt the love. All y'all who wanted to come and were unable to make it, I get it. We held it down while you weren't there. Don't feel bad, but I had fun. And later on in that very week, some stuff happened at work too for my birthday, which was cool, But I ended up turning up with my other best friends in Puerto Rico. That was our first time for all but one of my best friends and her fiance. So that was so fun. I mean, the food, like, that was my main thing is, can I eat? Like, can I go, make sure that I, bring back a souvenir, because everywhere I go, I have to have like a seashell or something to take home that's handmade, that's not made in the U.S. So I was able to check those things off my list. Puerto Rico was beautiful. It was protected. I'm glad that the Puerto Rican government has finally stopped texting and calling to make sure that we're COVID free. We're COVID free, okay? Stop. So if you're going to Puerto Rico, they call, they text, you got to take tests and all the other types of stuff. You don't have to get a vaccine or nothing. And those of y'all, who you got baby daddies who they're in the rearage or whatever, he don't need no passport, boo. Just go to Puerto Rico, okay? So tell him get up, stop lying. You ain't got to worry about all that. You and baby daddy can go to the Puerto Rico. Or you can do that. Have fun. But anyway, so it was the 4 of us. We were able to go. If y'all seen anything from fellow YouTuber, it's Kyra. She talked about our trip when we were in Miami, and now we were able to go and do something again in Puerto Rico. So that was fun. It was epic. We danced, we laughed. We did spontaneous things. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for the next place that we're gonna go. I've been bitten by the travel bug and I love it. Later on this year, I'm going to Europe with my family. It's gonna be an all-girls trip. My mom, grandma, and my sister and myself, and we're doing a Europe tour. So that's gonna be something else that, be a video for that later. On another note, because things were very fun this month, but there were some random moments that really put things into perspective for me. When it comes to celebrating yourself and trying to have people around you to celebrate with you, it could be a tough pill to swallow when you realize who don't show up. Not to say, like, if you live out of town or something like that, it's like you don't have to mandate that people get on planes to come and see you. That's just, no, stop. But when you're in the same town as a person and they choose not to come, like they make an excuse, like they just legit didn't want to come. It's one thing if they're busy. I'm not talking about the exceptions to the rule. I'm talking about the people who habitually choose not to be there for you. Stop extending the invite. I learned that the hard way. My birthday, not the last birthday, but the year before that, I had a week of events planned, right? And not because I was, just so overwhelmed with activities. It was like, because I'm so used to people saying, well, I can't make it on because it's on this day at this time and I got to work. I'm like, let me do a week of events. That way people have something to choose from. That way you can't say you missed it and then you want to buy me a drink later that we're never going to get to that later anyway. So I did that. Never again. I'm not going to accommodate anybody on my birthday ever again, because the feeling that you have when you make a reservation, like I made a reservation at a restaurant called Negril. Negril is closed, so don't even think about trying to eat there if you're in Atlanta. It's closed. But anyway, at the time it was Jamaican food, amazing, but it was upscale Jamaican, so yeah. But only 2.5 people show up, and I said 2.5 because my boyfriend left. He left early because that's another story. Okay. But yes, so it's just like, besides myself, there was 2 people and then my boyfriend, did a pop-up. So it's just like, it's food though. Like normally people show up for food or a club, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even like upscale to where we couldn't afford it. It was where I knew everybody go. So I was like, oh, noted. Okay, did the escape room. My brother came, boyfriend came, my other friend came. Crickets. Mind you, when you prepare for things, well, at least with me, I send out all the information you need, like time, attire, prerequisites, parking, cost, links if you need to click on links. I mean, I give you everything you need to where all you have to do is show up and reserve your spot. I make it easy. Press the button. Show up. And I send reminders. Too friendly. Too accommodating. Why? Why do all of that? No, never again. Never again. It's embarrassing. It makes you feel very small, and it makes you reconsider how you want to be to people. You know what I'm saying? But then you're conflicted if you have a conscience, because you don't want to feel like somebody else motivated you to be outside of your character. Because if your character is giving, you know, to attend people's stuff, to reach out to them, to connect, and you don't want to feel like it's only one way, it's not being reciprocated, you know, you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And sometimes it's hot in that hard place. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. Not by any means. I feel like if you know you have been habitually invited to somebody's stuff and they come to yours, have the decency to come, or at least tell them, oh, you know, look, if anything come up, if I see your stuff, I'll go, but you know, you don't have to worry about, you know, sending it directly to me. I see your stuff on social media. However you need to, you know, fluff that up to let that person know I'm not gonna be coming, so stop inviting me. I would rather you be honest and say that than for me to think that I can depend on you and then I get a sorry text the next day, or a sorry text 1 hour before the event starts. Stop being disrespectful. You know, stop. I can understand if you get sick, random things happen. Yes, these things are true, but every year though. And excuse my blemish, y'all. I have a blemish, and I'm gonna pause my little topic right now to show y'all something. One of my homegirls, and her name is Tatiana as well. She has a care line. I need a knife, Jesus. Actually, I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna use something else to do this thing with, but yeah. So I saw her work on Instagram, so her stuff is on Instagram. I'll put the information, the link and all of that stuff to her. Well, at least I'll put her Instagram name in the comments on this video just to shout her out. But yeah, she has a care line where it's soaps and oils and like a facial like blemish corrector or something like that. That's what I had ended up getting. If I could get the daggone box open, like, I don't want to have to pause this episode to, okay, I'm about to say, I mean, I am trying to open it up with a charger for it, but still, I've done it before. But yes, so Ty, you wrapped this, okay? You wrapped this. Thank you. You wrapped it, but thank you. Okay. So yes, let me take this out. I keep tissue paper for everything. I use it. If you're a artsy person, DIY, when you receive tissue paper, you don't discard it, you know. So she did box everything up. The packaging is awesome. You know, here comes another commercial. That Bad Hair movie was terrible. It was deplorable. And if anybody say otherwise, I don't care about your opinion. I love you, Usher, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'm not saying I didn't like the message or whatever it was trying to say, and I couldn't get through it to get the message. But so anyway, I like when oils have extracts, herbs, you know, hard plants in them, but ones that will not get stuck in the pipette or the eyedropper. So thank you for that, Tatiana. Thank you. Because this one lady I ordered something from, I went to a pop-up shop and I got her stuff. I'm not going to say the name because I'm not saying a nice statement. I don't want to ruin business sales. Ain't going to do that. But she had the lavender pieces all up and through there. And every time I would try to apply the substance to my scalp, because it was a scalp oil, I would always have to flick out, you know, particles of lavender, and it made it look like I had a problem. I don't like that. I shouldn't have to feel not subconscious, Jesus. I shouldn't have to feel self-conscious when I'm using a product to make me better. You know, just don't complicate it. Don't complicate it. So yes, I can't wait to use this. I love the color. This is actually a clear bottle, so the color is based on the actual materials inside. And again, I love the extracts in here from the flowers. I can't wait to use it. So again, if you want more of that information, I will have it at the bottom in the comments when I get to that point. But I need to move this box out the way. But anyway, So yeah, and I also want to make a little statement. You guys will be seeing me use my microphone every now and then. I'm still trying to figure out how to work it, because I think it's more so designed for karaoke, but definitely when I have more people on the show, just as a talking component, because a lot of times when you want to make sure that the attention is on the person that's talking, you use the prop. So I will definitely be utilizing my prop, and yes, it's pink. I love pink. Pink is me. So get used to seeing my mic and my dog. She's somewhere around here, but she'll probably make an appearance or bark, something like that, you know. But yes, so that's that. And this is her promo from inside. Thank you for making a purchase. Things like this are important when you're branding. I'm an entrepreneur as well. I have a few businesses, and we'll talk about that later on as well. But when you send something to your customers, put something inside, whether it's care instructions, a thank you card, a coupon code, a sticker, some type of trinket. Outside of packaging it and shipping it correctly, put an extra little something in there to make that person feel special. And it doesn't take no time to do it. A lot of people have started handwriting things too. It's pretty cool. They have those cardboard tags, wooden tags. You know, some of them are chalk, so you could do a bunch of things like that. Told you, Layla was gonna make a noise. That's just how she is. She's disrespectful. But anyway, so yes, back to the birthdays. So by me going through that, and it didn't affect me as much 2 years ago as it did this time. Not nearly, like I barely batted an eye. But it did make me go back and think, wow, if a person can hop on the plane for me, or get on a video for me, or drive up the street, or walk across the apartment complex to come and see me, and there are other capable, able-bodied, available people that can do it, and they say they rock with you and they don't, and then they don't even make up for it, what we doing? Time to reevaluate you, right? I think so, because I need supportive people in my circle. Granted, if we already have a dynamic set up where we don't really do that, and that's not a component of our relationship, you are an exception to the rule. We already have our dynamic. But if our dynamic is kind of mediocre, and I'm doing more of the initiating, the support, and the encouraging and all of that, I need some bounce back. If I don't get it, you're going to have to bounce that way. Nope. So, yeah, anyway. And I'm drinking, and I'm going to keep the label covered, but you probably already know what brand this is. But, yeah, sorry, Mom, but, hey, I'm not driving, and I'm not going to get drunk. That flavor is actually not bad at all. Awesome. But, yeah, so, and then another thing that I noticed this month was everybody started to get out of their New Year's resolutions, like the habits that everybody started forming. I mean, myself included. You know, every single day I was putting on my mask at night. Every single day. And then the weekend that I ended up going to Puerto Rico is when kind of relapsed. You know, but I'm going to get back into it because I like what it did. Now, granted, I mean, if you're a female, you understand that marks like these come once a month, you know, and then they go away and then they resurface. So, hey, c'est la vie, right? But another thing that I noticed this month is not necessarily about birthdays or supporting people, because you should support your people, show people that you love them, give them their flowers while they're here. You know, life is too short. And they can't hear you from the grave. I mean, if you have your spiritual beliefs and stuff, I get that. But what I'm telling you is for you to know that they hear you, do it while they're here. But anyway, so yeah, the other thing that I had noticed was everybody's emotions are starting to change. Meaning, things that used to bother you or things that didn't bother you, now it's the reverse. Like, let's say, for instance, you have a group of friends, and what one person used to do, it'll go right over your head, water off a duck's back. Now, if this ever do this one more month time, and F you, and that's it. I don't want no more. I don't want no more of what you got going on. I don't need it. You know, people are so quick to write each other off nowadays. And I think that that's very, very sad. I was on the phone with my my great aunt. Why are you doing that right there? Go get in your cage. Go get in your cage. I can't stand her. She wants attention, so she decides to throw up while we're talking. Come on! Get back. You getting on my nerve. Move, Layla. Move. And I'm not editing this. I'm leaving this in here. Yeah, I'm finna be right back because I'm finna put her in the cage. Come on, Layla. Come in here. Now. Get in here and stay in here. Now I got 2 spots to clean up because somebody wanted to have some spotlight. This is my show. Anyway, whatever. If y'all get a dog, just understand that it's pros and cons. But anyway, so yes, I was on the phone with my great aunt, and she was reminiscing about all the memories that she had with us, and she was like, I just miss my great nieces so much. I love you guys and stuff. And she just turned 87. You know, I had a similar conversation with my great grandfather. He just turned 92. And I'm just like, wow, the feeling that I had to be around family, to be around people that cared about me, to have long lasting, heartfelt memories. You call me a sap, I don't care. But I like the person that I am for it. Like, granted, do I have my faults? You know, do I have an attitude? Absolutely. But I have so many awesome memories, and my perception on things is so different compared to average people. I don't want to be average. I'm not average. I'm not common. I'm not basic. So yeah, my mind is different. My thought process is, you know, unconventional, and I'm owning it. Not going to be like nobody else. Because you ain't nobody else for me. So I'm not going to be nobody else for you. So anyway, I said all that to say, having those conversations with older people, wiser people, it made me look at the things that I've been going through lately. And it just made it seem so small. You know, I had a little situation at work, and me and my boss did not see eye to eye on something. And I was just like, I'm not even going to respond to that. Me. I'm normally I'm finna have the last word. I'm finna have the last laugh. I don't care. Shut up. Get out my face. You gonna hear me. And I'm gonna make sure that I know that you hear me. Like, that's me. Oh, well, that's me. But as I start to acquire more tactics to try to protect my peace and my sanity, sometimes you just got to let people be what they are. Not who they are, what they are. So if they're a dick, let them be a dick. If they're a jerk, you know, if they're an ass, if they just suck, I'm going to let you be that. I'm not going to help you be great. Because you've displayed habitually that you don't deserve what I have to offer. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to recycle that and put it to good use. Sustainability, supply chain, and procurement. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to eliminate the waste and do what I need to do with it. So, you know, we have a follow-up conversation on Monday. Yeah. Okay. That's going to be my reaction to everything. Okay. It's my song. That's my song. TLC, y'all did that. Digging on You. That's one of my favorite songs. It's just a vibe. Like, even when it come on, it gives me water. It gives me calm. It gives me cool. It gives me flirt. It gives me everything, you know? But anyway, they should have let that play longer. Whoever made that mix, they suck for that part. But anyway, so the epoxy resin that I'm making, and I'll get back to all the other stuff in a second, it comes in 2 parts, as many of you guys already know, because everybody is a DIY person nowadays. So I've joined in, whatever. But yeah, so I'm mixing my part A with my part B, and then I'm going to just be stirring and talking, and I'm going to do the colors. And so before I do that, I actually wanted to explore with some different tactics and put some foil down before I pour it. Everybody has their own system, and I'm just trying some things out. So I just want to be strategic about how I put the foils down, because I want it to be seen on both sides. And because I haven't really mastered it yet, and I'm not afraid to admit it, I just want to see if this looks nice. So, but yeah, I'm just making this to make it. It's going to be a nice, you know, red. As crimson as I can get it, because I like deep red colors. When it comes to certain art projects, it just, the flair that it gives, I like it. Even though pink is my favorite color. Pink will always be my favorite color. But a nice deep red, it's banging. And then I want to have some accents of white. Oh, what that sound like? A little crimson, a little cream. Anyway, but I wanted to do this because I've already experimented with some other colors before. So I'm like, oh, well, now it's time to use another color. Get my creative juices flowing. So, yeah, those conversations that I've been having with my loved ones, with, you know, people whose opinion that I admire, it's just unlocked some feelings that I've already had and some ideologies that I want to put into practice, like yesterday. So that I can protect my peace, because I can be very angry all the time. You know, like I have so much anger. And for me to say that, you know, I'm a life coach, not that we're exempt from anger, but for me to be a life coach, it's befitting for me. If I'm sitting here trying to be of use to somebody else, to get them to channel their energy and to convert their anger into something positive that works for them and not against them, I need to live it out, you know, and that's the mindset that I want to be in. So I could be like, I did this. You can do it because I got through it. And I'm somebody who has a terrible attitude, you know. I mean, part of it is a defensive mechanism. And the other part of it is when you tired of being taken advantage of, or, you know, or you just don't believe in what people say sometimes. It is what it is, you know, and sometimes it's genetic. But yeah, so the mind is what's most important. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do with that, and just make sure that I'm happier on a day-to-day. And that brings me back to making sure that when you are talking to these people that you care about, you really enjoy doing it. Like, a lot of times we limit our interactions with people because of time, because we just aren't up for it. But you want those moments back. But anyway, so yeah, some other products that I've purchased, and I know this is all over the place, but again, I told y'all this is more of a reflective video for everything that was going through in February. So I'm going to be bouncing back and forth the topics. You just have to be the one to keep up. Shade. But yeah, so I bought something else from my best friend's older sister. I want to become more healthy as far as physical stamina and toning. Granted, body's banging. But there's nothing wrong with naturally enhancing what's already there. And I say naturally because Ty ain't getting no work done. Ty has never had work done. I'm speaking about myself in third person to try to bring light to that statement, because I don't judge. I know people who have gotten their bodies done. Do I agree with it? No. But does my opinion matter to them? Obviously not. They still went and did it. But I support you. I support you. But for me, not only am I nervous about, you know, going under the knife and anesthesia and all of that, especially if it's not important, why do it? But it's also because I love the skin I'm in. I love the skin I'm in. That doesn't mean that people who do that don't love the skin that they're in. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just that we have different methods of obtaining what we want. And the product that I got is more so focused on what I could do at home or in the gym. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all probably have it now because working out is a fad. It's definitely a trend now. But it's a resistance band. And I'll put that information at the bottom too. It's by Mommy Body. And the packaging that it arrived in. Ooh, I hope I don't knock over the camera. I like this kind of like flush, almost rosé type of color. I like that. I have color packaging for my stuff as well. So I had already cut the top off because I didn't want to struggle like with the other package. So this is some package information about the product, you know, about what it contains and stuff like that. So thank you for that, Shonda. And it's pink. Can't go wrong with that. That's my favorite color. So this resistance band, like I said again, is from Mommy Body. They have the logo on there, official. And I plan on using these resistance bands in the leg area when I'm doing squats and stuff like that to just help with my legs toning up and the derriere. That's all I really prefer is to tone up, nothing else. And the rest will just be handled by food management, you know, just making sure that I'm eating better. I'm not going to be vegan. I'm not going to stop eating pork, but the amount of it or the frequency of eating it is definitely things that I will change, and drinking a lot more water, especially with this and this and this. Water is life. So yep, this is my resistance band. I think it's important that business owners shout out other business owners, because if you have a following, your followers are probably thinking of a product that you probably don't offer, and you're helping somebody else out, just like somebody else will be watching something and they shout you out. So pay it forward. You haven't gotten anywhere by yourself, so don't think that you did. So pay it forward and shout people out. And then the last thing that I'm going to show y'all that's belonging to other people and not my stuff, because it's about me. If you've used Teespring, it's very easy to create your own products that are drop shipped and sent to other people. It's as easy as uploading your logo onto the website, and then Teespring allows you to set up a little store. It's free. There's no fees or anything, and people can buy. Now, the price is a bit inflated, yes, but if you think about the ease of just uploading a logo and then creating a link to send to people, they're doing all the other work for you. So if you are new to designing, or if you just have my little video has stopped, so I hope the other thing saved. But yeah, so if you are new to designing, or you just don't want to manage it, then I would highly recommend Teespring. So anyway, my dad actually has one. I have one as well until I start making my own stuff with my Cricut. But my dad is a DJ Smooth, based out of Chicago, and I just wanted to get a little something to support him, so I bought a little pouch for me to keep certain things in, and you know, like little knickknacks. That's an insider for some people. But yeah, so love you, Dad. Shout out. That's like my buddy there. So I have laid out the foil flakes, as you can see, and I'm about to start mixing the mixture. But yeah, so back to February reflections. People are stressful. Really, really. And I don't understand why they're acceptable with being so stressful. I mean, if you know that people rock with you, if you know that sometimes life happens, you know, and that, yeah, you may be who you are and what you've done probably got you to where you want to be, but adaptation, acceptance, you know, being open to things aren't always detriments. Expand. you know? Like, it's some people that I've been dealing with this year that I'm just like, yo, you irk my soul. You irk every bit of my soul. Now, granted, do I like being told what to do or feel like I'm being lectured and stuff like that? No, I don't. I severely don't. But some people, it's just like they're so stuck with being them, like in a stubborn way, that they don't understand they'll be missing out on something good if they continue being like that. Like, what's your problem? What is your problem? Like, I legit had the urge to fight like 7 times this month, yo. Like, who you talking to, bruh? Who you talking to? Like, just, I mean, things that have really brought me out my character. I mean, should people be allowed to bring you out your character? No, but I'm human. I'm still learning. I am nowhere near perfect. And I'm not even trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be great, though. And that's a process. It's not an overnight thing. Something that just is like cold turkey type, you know? But yeah, man, y'all been getting on my nerves. Y'all been getting on my nerves. And I feel like the best way to express myself when people get on my nerves is to put it into something that makes sense. My mom told me it's one thing for you to get mad. It's another thing for you to stay mad. And you're not productive if you just staying mad. You shiftless. You just walking around doing nothing. So I was like, you right. All right. Got it. So what did I do with that information? I started to internalize it and plan. And from there, rockin', knockin' boots, I started channeling my energy back into arts and crafts. That's my thing. Having conversations with people, you know, vibing, those are my things. So I got back into that. I got back into watching things on TV that stimulate my mind. I started getting back into having, you know, content-filled conversations, not things about nothingness. And I'm happy I did that because I taught myself some new skills. I've made new connections. I've made profit. And I can honestly say that how long I am mad at things aren't nearly as long as they typically are. And I'm happy about that because I be mad, y'all. I be so mad. I be so mad. But, and that's not to say that these things will stop me from being mad, but how long I'm mad or how long it takes me to get mad are things that I want to work on, because high blood pressure run in my family, and I don't want that to be a slow, you know, a silent killer or a slow killer or a fast killer or nothing like that. I don't want it. You're not supposed to whip this, you're supposed to stir it. So that's why I'm stirring like this. And you have like wrists of steel when you work with epoxy so much, because you really working it. But yeah, so, and the things that I've been able to do because I snap out of my anger in a more positive, efficient way, I've been able to start another business. I've been able to tweak some things with my current business. And like I said, learning new things, going out more and doing things, you know, enjoying the stuff that I do have, that I bust my butt for, you know, planning more trips. I've been doing that. I need to snack. Y'all gonna see that I'm snacking. I always have snacks laid around. I'm eating some smoked trout dip. You can get it from Kroger if you have a Kroger. They carry it, but they run out very fast. Check Walmart though if they don't have it. But yeah, so, you know, I made some stuff and I'm proud of myself. You know, I'm starting to redecorate things that are cleansers, you know, that help you release, you know, little inner therapies. Like people have retail therapy and stuff like that, which it does help. But mine was more so art based, you know, human based, like humanities based. And I'm proud of that. So I'm gonna take a break from this stirring for a second. because I know I want to show you guys something I'm very proud of. So I had a list of things that I wanted to do for myself, and I made this list before I even made it to college. And it's funny how life spins things back to you, and you probably put it down, or you thought, that was far-fetched. I always wanted to make some type of like body related product, whether it was a fragrance or something like that. And everybody's doing these DIY things. So I have body butters now, and mine are always gonna look kind of like rough or whatever, because I want you to see how it was kind of made. You know, see the colors, see the oils. Not that it's not blended, but I add little toppers or bottoms to make sure that you see, like, it gives it a little bit of flair. You know what I'm saying? I like that. So this business, because I already have Pathos for life coaching and business coaching, but this one is Tatiana Monet, lifestyle products and wearables. So it's not limited just to body products. That's why it's kind of a broad base. But I'll be expanding and dropping more products and services soon in regards to that, because I am a jack of all trades, so why not monetize those trades? Yep. So, and I made these labels really, if you want to find a quick way to do things, especially if you're not well versed in your Cricut like me. I'm not well versed in my Cricut. I bought some labels and blank, and I made a stamp at Staples, and I just stamped it. Proud of myself. It might show up blurry to y'all, but it's very clear here. And I bought all of my ingredients locally to support local business owners, put the money back into the community, you know. And then a lot of businesses are by minorities, you know, or people that are not in a very high tax bracket. So it is good to support your local businesses and to use local products. So I'm very proud of myself, you know. But just so y'all have an idea of what this is gonna look like, this mold that I'm making, since I've been working with epoxy resin lately, I'm gonna color it using mica powder, which you can get from Amazon. Alcohol ink for designs, you can get that from Amazon as well. And when you put these things together, you can make a lot of cool stuff. Like one that I made already from my sister. And if you want these products, you know, you can DM me on social media, because I'm still finalizing my website, but I do have it up for the body products. But I made this cute little tray for my sister. It does have the foil flakes on it, so it could be a cute little accent piece. I found the mold that I'm using for this next one off of Amazon as well. But yeah, so just making things. When I'm mad, I want to make something. That's what I do. Or eat, or dance to you know, music, because I love music. Music is therapy, for real. And if you want to recharge yourself, what I've been doing habitually for the past few months is I've been going to sleep to ambient music or nature music. I don't like AMFR or ASMR. I don't even care to know how to say it. I don't like all that. I don't like all that. So I like to listen to the rain, the waterfall, the river, the forest, you know. I do listen to my music, like my R&B, my hip hop, my twerk music, and all of that. But if you want to just recharge or cleanse, those nature sounds are really good. Ambient music or classical music, especially if you want to focus. Classical music. A teacher of mine, I was in the gifted program. I've always been in the gifted program, but my teacher used to put classical music on while we were working in the classroom. Beethoven, Mozart, you know, Vivaldi. So those are good. But yeah, guys, I know that I want more topic based episodes later on, but I just had a lot on my mind this time. And that's why this episode really didn't have a format. And that's okay. I don't care. It doesn't have to, because it's real talk, real people, real life. You know, we don't need to put on a show for nobody. Y'all saw me yelling at my dog and all of that, you know. But yeah, it's gonna be okay, everybody. I know people may have things on their mind. People may feel like they haven't reached a certain point yet with something, but just keep trying. Each day that you have the opportunity to wake up and get out of bed is another day that you can get it done, or get one step closer to getting it done. And it's easier said than done. Yes, I know, because depending on the day, if you don't want to hear it, you don't want to hear it. You don't. And I don't even want to get back on those topics. That's why I kind of segue from them right now, because I want to protect my energy. You know? But anyway, one more little shout out. And thank you for those who have already started ordering my body butters and body scrubs. They are natural and or organic. So support that, please. If you like, the information will be in the bottom. But these wonderful little bracelets that I'm wearing, not this one, because this one came from Michael's. It's cute though. But these two bracelets right here, a friend of mine, her name is Shine, she made those. And she makes them herself. And her social media information, I'll put that at the bottom as well. So I bought something else. I bought something from my cousin and my little god brother too, because they both have their own clothing lines and they're doing well. One of them is called I'm Healing. That's on Teespring. Shout out to Tyshawn for that. I'll put the information down at the bottom too. And my cousin LaKayla, I think she's on Instagram as K Spice or something like that. It'll be in the bottom in the comments. But yeah, doing a thing. Young people, make a business for yourself, or make a plan for yourself. You don't always have to grow up and be the rapper, a doctor, lawyer, whatever. You can have your own money by doing something that you like. You don't have to fit the mold of society. And I'm proud of my young family members being able to do that. And her Kayla clothing line is called Different Fashion. So that you can look that up. It'll be down there too. But yeah, so support everybody, support each other, lift each other up. Everything don't have to be a competition. Like, it's one thing to have, you know, a healthy competitor, but not everything is an attack or a hunt. You know what I'm saying? It's room for everybody. Fight me. It's room for everybody. Find a way or make one. Clark Atlanta. Hello. Shoot. Using these business degrees, we got to do something. We got to go somewhere. And if they ain't going to make a way for us, then we going to find our own way and thrive. See, some things ain't just about surviving no more, y'all. It's not just about surviving no more. It's about thriving. You got to thrive. You got to live. You can't just be up making it day to day just to exist. No matter your tax bracket or how much money you got in your pocket, are you truly happy though? Because if all that stuff is taken away, then what you got? So besides yourself, you got to have something else to care about. You got to have something to motivate you that makes sense. That's probably intangible. Just something to think about. But different show for different folks. Because some people like, nah, that ain't me. That don't work for me. And that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Calm down. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in while I'm stirring this. Because you do have to stir it for a while. It's supposed to, you know, get a little bit more clear than this. And then I can pour it after I add the mica and everything. And I'll put some pictures up there so y'all can see. But I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, listening to me. I hope that I covered some things that y'all can relate to. You can share your thoughts on this in the comments below. You can also follow my Facebook page, Pathos Development Group. I also have a Facebook group on Facebook called What's Your Pathos, where we just talk things out, you know. You can follow my Instagram at my Pathos. Follow this channel as well. Click those buttons to like and subscribe. Okay? So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. God bless y'all. You know, I will be dropping another video in March. This is Tatiana Monet.